Late May. The lino flowers that painted Trista's spring fields had faded, replaced by lush greenery and a refreshing breeze. With the trials of last month's field study behind us, we found ourselves caught up once more in the bustle of school life.
Ooh.
Both our combat training and academic studies continued to become more and more demanding. But May also heralded the beginning of specialist classes, more befitting a military academy.
Second period, military science.
The Orbital Revolution 50 years ago changed the way wars were fought forever.
But yes, let me interject here. Welcome everyone, welcome back. I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are at the beginning of chapter 2. So for now, let me shut up and let's keep on going. Instructor Neidhart.
There are a number of reasons for this fundamental change, but 4 factors in particular that I would argue to be the most important. The first is the invention of orbital guns, cannons, and other weaponry. The increased accuracy of these weapons, as well as their ease of maintenance and manufacture, instantly rendered all other firearms obsolete. The second factor is the associated mechanization of the military. Orbital technology led to the formation of armored divisions made up of tanks and armored cars. The impact this new kind of tactical unit had on the battlefield, with its enhanced offense, defense, and mobility, cannot be overstated. The third factor is the invention of airships. Warships that rely on the gravity manipulation ability of a flight field to remain in the air simply did not exist before the revolution. The sudden addition of a whole new dimension to war, the sky, made countless new strategies viable that were previously unimaginable. And the last factor is the creation of an entirely new practical science, which may be the biggest, most important change of all. Without orbital technology, such a concept would scarcely even have been conceivable, but now we'd be virtually crippled without it. Rean Schwarzer, can you tell the class what that new scientific breakthrough was?
Uh-oh. That's me, isn't it? Alright. Let's see what the answers are and hope we pick right. Something only possible after the Orbital Revolution, which revolutionized warfare. That would have to be orbital arts, communications, and the transport of cargo via train. My first instinct says orbital communications, because communications over long distances is so important, especially in the military. If this in here, and all these are possible correct answers, I would go with orbital communication, because transport of cargo via train, very important. Orbital arts, also in combat, very important. All of those would fall short without communication, so yes. Correct. The answer is orbital communications, a form of wireless communication technology based on the formless transmissions through orbital waves. This allows officers on the battlefield to obtain pertinent information in real time, leading to precise, accurate troop movements. Of course, countermeasures have also been invented, such as wiretapping and jamming, to partially limit its benefit, but nonetheless. Phew, I got it right. Well done. This is all pretty high level stuff. I mean, I know the basics, but I've never heard it gone into such detail before. Yeah, we're gonna have to work really hard to keep it up. Yeah, AP increased by 1. Nice. 5th period, gender divided lessons. Class 1 and 7 combined. Ah, so the females are doing cooking.
Why did Lady Laura have to be placed in a class like that? I was truly looking forward to studying alongside her.
Is that girl next to her not the one who scored the highest on the entrance exam?
I believe so, though I also hear she's a mere commoner.
There's something about that silvered hair girl that I find oddly soothing. I wonder if she'd let me stroke her hair if I were to ask nicely.
I don't think so.
That's quite enough idle chatter. We are members of Class 1. We are above such droll behavior.
This voice fits perfectly as I imagined her to be, definitely.
As well, we cannot allow ourselves to be bettered by that rabble, even in something as insignificant as the culinary arts.
Of course not.
I'm so accustomed to our chef doing all of the cooking, however, that I must admit I'm finding this all rather challenging. Could they make it a little less obvious they're talking about us? I mean, seriously.
It stands to reason they'd be curious about our class. It's hard to blame them for that, at least.
True. Fee is definitely giving it all she got.
I think you've wished that plenty already.
Boys, Orbital Computer Primer. IT.
I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of using an orbital computer.
Likewise. I was lost at first, but it's slowly beginning to make more sense.
Well, it is cutting-edge technology here in Erebonia, so I think most people are confused until they've gotten used to it. Machias and Usus both picked it up surprisingly quickly, though.
Yeah, but academics are their thing. And I'm pretty sure Machias has been interested in computers for a while, too.
Usus also seems to get the hang of things far quicker than most people, even if he's not interested in them at all. Which probably just adds insult to injury for Machias.
I'll bet. I hear they were really butting heads during last month's field study.
As we imagined.
They were. At one point, things almost took a violent turn. We were able to hold them back, but I don't think we could have kept them under control for long if Instructor Sarah hadn't arrived.
We really need to do something about them, but I have no idea what.
I don't either, but you're right. This has gone on for way too long as it is. It needs to stop.
Rean Schwarzer.
Huh? Isn't he from Class 1?
Patrick, is it?
That is correct.
Patrick High Arms.
My full name is Patrick T. Hyarms. I don't believe I need to say anything more than that.
No, cause I genuinely don't care.
What?
So, you're from the High Arms family.
Are they prestigious?
About as prestigious as they come. The High Armsies are one of the 4 great houses.
Ah, just like the Berea Hearts?
Though they're slightly lower in rank than the Albareas.
Alberea, sorry, Berea Heart is the city, not the people. They almost look the same.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
It doesn't matter. I didn't come here to talk to commoners or foreigners. I came to bring gladsome tidings to you, Rean Schwarzer. I am generously extending you welcome to make use of the accommodations on the 3rd floor of the Student Union building.
Oh, let me guess. It got around that I'm actually part of a noble family.
You mean...
The 3rd floor?
That's where the Noble Salon is, right?
Your father may be a mere baron, but that still makes you a noble. And though you've had the misfortune of sharing a class with this riffraff, I have decided to use my good name as a member of the High Arms family to afford you the privilege of joining us. I do hope you appreciate it.
Nah, thank you. I think we're good.
Well... how can I turn him down politely?
This hardly strikes me as the best place to be recruiting new members.
Usus.
Usus Alberea?
I wasn't aware the 3rd son of the High Arms family counted playing factions among his hobbies. If you wished for company in the salon, should you not have come to me first?
Because I am of one of the great houses, so I am more important. I'm sure he doesn't mean it that way. I think he just came here to help Rean get out of this.
You? You've been invited countless times. You simply choose not to come. Despite there being no shortage of second years practically begging for your company.
I have no interest.
Suit yourself then. But you, Schwarzer, make sure you think long and hard about this. If you care about your future, you need to start thinking about the connections you're making and the side you're taking.
He's certainly not shy.
No, he's not. I wasn't sure how to turn him down either. Thanks for stepping in, Eustace.
I wasn't trying to help you.
He was. He will never admit it, but he definitely was.
But I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so no. That's all.
Last month's field study? Is he...
Yeah, he's apologizing for what his father, the Duke, did, probably. With the whole text situation in Celtic.
Yeah, I think he means the run-in we had with the provincial army.
Ah, so he feels partially responsible for his family's actions then. He must have been looking for a way to apologize to you.
Huh, I guess he has a nice side after all.
Home room. Good work today, class. Tomorrow's a free day, so take it easy, you've earned it. Just remember, next Wednesday is your second practical exam. I was wondering when she'd bring that up. Will you be announcing the details of our next field study trip on Wednesday also? Of course, you'll be heading out next weekend. I'm sure you can hardly wait. Well, I for one, very much looking forward to it. Oh, and one more thing. Your midterms are scheduled for the middle of next month, so just file that away if you would. Midterms? Oh, sounds irritating. So we finally get to put all the knowledge we've gained throughout the past few months to the test. Yes, and that's a good thing. You need to be thinking about your academic studies. School can't just be military strategy, you know? Because if it is, I'm going to get an earful from Vice Principal Heinrich. Again. Is that all you care about? Can we ask you if there's anything we don't understand? Oh, not if you care about the answer being right. I'm a combat instructor. Book smarts like that are well beyond me. Anyway, that's all for homeroom. Machias, if you please. Yes, instructor.
All rise. Bow.
Well, I'll see you later, Rean.
Later.
Oh, are you two going to club activities today?
Yeah, I am. Did you want to have dinner together later?
We've been eating in the cafeteria an awful lot lately, so maybe we could go to the cafe in Trista today for a change of scenery?
Sounds like an amazing idea.
Sounds good to me. You want to just meet up in the entrance hall later?
Sure.
See you then.
Oh, hi, Elisa. Are you off to club practice too?
Oh, no, not today.
What is it? Is there something you wanted to ask me?
It's nothing.
I just can't take these ears off. I need some help.
I'll see you later.
What was that all about?
Let me guess. There's gonna be a bonding event with her and she wants us to pick her.
Did you do something else to upset her?
Not that I'm aware of. Although I suppose it's possible I did something wrong without even realizing it. Knowing her.
I was speaking in jest, I assure you. Are you planning on going into the Old Schoolhouse again tomorrow?
Yeah. The principal did ask me to keep an eye on it, so I thought I'd make time for a quick look inside.
All right. Please let me know when you're planning to begin the expedition, if you would. I have club activities tomorrow, but as far as I'm concerned, the Old Schoolhouse takes priority.
Great. Already some new members to join into the schoolhouse? Will Alyssa join us too? Since she joined us on the field study to Celtic. That would really make our options a lot better.
Thanks. I'll let you know.
Excellent. I'll see you tomorrow then.
You're in the chess club, aren't you, Machias? Or are you planning on studying in the library?
Since when was it any of your business what I choose to do after class?
Yep, he learned that I'm a noble. You can already see it in his reaction. Typical.
No, I just... Have I done something to upset you?
Not especially. It's actually my fault for being deceived so easily in the first place.
Oh. Let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
Technically, Rean did not lie.
So I guess we're all in equal standing here. I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I just...
Save your breath. Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie.
Which, come on, Machias, let's be honest, it's not entirely true. If you knew he was a noble, you would have been acting against him like you are doing with Juices. You would have been exactly like this either way. So you can't technically blame Rean for doing what he did. Well, in my opinion, at least.
That's all there is to it.
I'm sorry.
Please, think nothing of it.
Oh, am I intruding?
Oh, no, not at all. Did you need something?
I accidentally left one of my textbooks in my desk, so I came back to fetch it. Ah, here it is.
What subject?
Take a look.
Intermediate Mathematics for Dummies.
Studying hard as always, I see. Except, wait, intermediate? Isn't that part of the Sunday school curriculum? Seems a bit basic for you.
Oh, it's not for me. I promised to help Fee with her math studies.
Oh, that's actually very nice. Because we know how smart Emma is, and I can imagine that Fee is more a combat-related person. So her helping her out with the studies is actually really nice.
I found this at a bookshop in town and thought it might be of some use to her.
Ah, okay.
Which reminds me, I should really be going. I'm sure she's waiting for me by now. I'll see you later, Rean.
Take care.
And don't worry.
Huh?
I'm sure Machias doesn't hate you or anything. If you can find some way of making him realize how you feel, I'm sure he'll understand. It's just getting through to him that might be tough.
Yeah. I just have to keep at it.
Can we not invite him to go with us into the Old Schoolhouse? Because combat can really clear things up between people.
If Emma believes I can make it work, then I'll believe it too. I should probably also get going. Maybe I'll wander around the academy grounds for a while before returning to the dorm.
Hey, I can totally agree with you on that. Because it's been a while, almost an entire month since we talked to everyone. So, I think it's time for us to do the rounds. Let's see where the game wants us to go. Yeah, because we did ask to meet up at the front gate with Elliot and Gaius, which looks like they are actually in here. We can't switch to Trista, so the Academy grounds is the only place we can go. So let's talk to everyone. And I don't think we have a bonding event. No, it's not a free day yet. Alright. Yeah, and I think this month until the field studies I'm gonna use it once again to see if I can find anything outside the library for things to talk to or things to pick up. But if we can't find anything, I think I'm gonna start trying, because I have been trying so long to find bookcases where there are actually books in them or barrels with items. So far the only thing we've found is if we break them with our sword out in the field, then there's something in it. And I think that's probably the only place we'll find it. Ah, the girl with the glasses is your class president, right? At first I thought she was kinda plain, but she's pretty cute when you get a look at her up close. Oh man, I would have snapped a pic when I had the chance. Rex, you're so careless about taking pictures of girls. Have you ever tried asking their permission first, really? Oh, Vice Principal Heinrich is so mean. He didn't have to yell at me just because I lost one little key. That was one doozy of a lecture too. He must have had a lot of steam to blow off. Oh no, I'm gonna be late if I don't hurry. Oh yeah, almost forgot that we need to talk twice. In Keldink, a lot of people didn't have a secondary text, but at the Academy, they did. Oh, I forgot. I've got to get to the photography club. I'm gonna be late again. Oh well, Fidelio's pretty chilled. He'll probably let me off. Probably. Besides, if you have some good nature pics or anything like that, I'm sure he'll forgive you. Oh, I met this old lady when I was out shopping, and believe it or not, she's just as into shopping as I am. So we made plans to raid the shops on our next free day. I'm so excited, I'll hardly be able to sleep a wink. Shopping is so much fun! I can't wait until tomorrow. I really should go have some shopping in real life myself. I haven't done that in such a while. Just looking around for new movies or games or stuff like that. Basically my kind of stuff. Here, you're fake class 7, aren't ya? My dad told me that you caught those pure mad terrorists that turned up in Celtic last month. He said you helped out a bunch with all other kind of stuff too. Cheers for that. I'll be supporting you all the way now. too. That wee Hugo still will have stuff follow me about. If he's not buying anything, then he should just bolt. Becky and I are both business people, but her mindset could hardly be more different than my own. She's the only person I know who could ever say she wants to hit it big off part-time jobs alone. You got a problem with that? Oh, not exactly, no. Becky appears to be pocketing quite a bit of cash from her numerous part-time jobs. I consider myself something of a businessman, so I'm curious about how much she's making and how she's making it. I'm pretty sure it's in the legal sense of the word. Let's go up, because it's the roof, and usually there's not a lot of people on there but Fee. Ooh, Alyssa. She did want our help earlier. What's wrong, Alyssa? Oh, don't worry. It's nothing serious. Well, if you say so. I'm always here if you want someone to talk to, though. Okay, thanks. It's really nothing serious, though, so don't worry about me. This is something I need to resolve on my own, I think. Yeah, as long as you know that Rean's there. Because, to be honest, he's a very caring person, what we've seen so far. We had a little performance earlier, so I could see how everyone plays. Turned out way better than I expected. We've got some real talent this year, Elliot especially. I'm gonna have to step it up or they'll shoot ahead of me. Speaking of, where's Mint? I know she got called over to the faculty lounge, but that was such a long time ago. Hey, come on. By now you should know that Mint is, let's just say, locationally challenged. She's really have a hard time figuring out how to get to certain places. I've tried talking with Ellen a few times about the past month, but I must be picking the worst times. It seems like Ellen and I can hardly talk before he has to run off somewhere. He's not trying to avoid me, is he? I wonder if Ellen's trying to avoid me. No, that can't be right. I need to stop thinking such silly thoughts and focus on practice. The tuning is perfect as can be, but his violin should be ready to play at a moment's notice. Still, I can't help but feel a little nervous. Oh? Why's that? Oh, I was kinda rude to that high arms guy earlier, wasn't I? What if he remembers it and ends up having it in for me later? Oh yeah, that. Oh, don't worry. I doubt anything is going to happen. Hopefully he hasn't have his eye on me now. We've just got Eustace and Laura in our class, so I guess I must have gotten a little too relaxed around nobles. You're pretty quick to adapt, huh? Well, you're a noble yourself, so that's probably part of it too. I can't deny that. And why should he try to act differently around certain people? Maybe they are the ones that need to adjust themselves? Bridget. No. I already decided I wouldn't. I'm gonna clear my head in practice. I can't. Not just yet. Not until I can prove I'm not the kid I used to be. I think Ellen is in love with the girl, but he just can't tell her, and now it seems like he's avoiding her, even though he's just trying to get the courage to tell her what he needs to. You'll get there, Ellen. You got our support. Oh, Margarita mistakenly put the wrong ingredients into her cookies, so I wanted to bring it to her attention. Unfortunately, she seems to have run off somewhere. Margarita is developing a habit of adding the wrong ingredients to her cooking. That aside, the cooking club activities are coming along well. Yeah, I think she's trying to make her cookies addictive, like drug-wise, in order to catch herself a husband. Or boyfriend, whatever comes first. I heard that the first years had a cooking class today. It's always interesting to see students from the upper class get really into it, since most have servants to cook for them. Hopefully this will inspire some of them to join our club too. I hope that the cooking classes will inspire students to join our club. I'm always ready and willing to share the joys of cooking after all. Then give me more recipes! Cause I only got 3, I need more. I want more. I'm planning on submitting something for the art contest, but I can't even decide on a theme, so I don't know what to draw. I don't think Clara's gonna give me any advice either. What kind of theme should I go for? The more I think about it, the more conflicted I get. Hey, if you give me an option, I'm more than willing to pick one. Are you still working on that horse, Clara? Really? Making art is a sacred act. You work with your materials in order to attain their true form. Only those who elevate their understanding to a higher plane can master it. Got it? Never ask me for help again. She is such a bad semi-teacher. Oh wait, please, just give me at least a bit of advice, at least. Wing it. Oh, I wouldn't be asking if I could just wing it. You look kind of down, Rean. It's not like you. Yeah, I suppose so. Some stuff been weighing on me lately. How should I go about apologizing to Machias? If there's anything you think I could help with, I'd be glad to talk about it with you over dinner. We've arranged to meet at Kirsch for dinner, so that might be the best time. Thanks, Gaius. I'll be fine for now. I'm going to think about it a bit more myself. If I'm still drawing a blank, I'll come and ask you. I'm always willing to lend an ear. Yeah, Gaius is really nice. He seems like a really chill guy. I think I've said it before. I would really love to learn a bit more about him. So maybe next field study we get to be in a party with him. I wouldn't mind that. We just can't get in the computer room. We want some alone time with the internet. Alright. Principal's here. Thomas. Oh, I see. Instructor Neidhart is here today. It's such a shame that he isn't here more often. It will be a delight to spend some quality bonding time with him. Oh, Eureka! As if he'd like to join me for a drink this evening. What a fine idea this is. Since the plans involve alcohol, it would be a travesty not to invite Instructor Sarah as well. Ah, this could shape up in a rather enjoyable gathering. It does sound like it. I would gladly join that too. Ooh, 3 ooze cookie, yellow liquid, and solid omelette. Okay, so these are the recipes with the skull or weird symbol next to it, isn't it? Like the bad attempts. Oh dear me, I've never seen a dish quite like this before. This will definitely help with my research. If you discover any more curious cuisine, please visit me at once. So it looks like we're right that with every recipe there is one for Thomas and one for the noble maid at the noble's dormitory. I think, but we'll see. Well, we're still missing maybe that noble tier in one of the recipes, but we'll get it eventually. Oh dear me, I've never seen a dish quite like this before. This will definitely help in my research. If you discover any more curious cuisine, please visit me at once. Give me a reward for it. Oh dear me. Ah, are we only getting a reward or a new recipe if we give all of them to him? Or am I just being stingy? Ah, I receive reports of rumbling noises coming from the Old Schoolhouse basement. As a result, I'd like to ask Class 7 to investigate once again. Rumbling? Does that mean there's a possibility that the underground area layout has changed again? This is the first time I've received any report mentioning such a thing, so I'm not entirely sure myself. It would be wise to assume that something considerable has occurred though. Would you be able to investigate again tomorrow? Of course, sir. I'd like to ask Class 7 to investigate the Old Schoolhouse again tomorrow. I leave this matter in your hands. Absolutely no problem, Principal. We are here to serve. Ooh! I think that's the first point I see outside of the library. There's a book about the Lionheart medals here. Ooh. Ah, okay. Friendship. Award to those who earn the respect and trust of the Academy at large. The 4th grade Lionheart medals are awarded to students of Thors Military Academy with outstanding achievements in a specified area. Each medal is awarded by a designated instructor who selects a deserving student after a period of observation and judgment. Information on each individual medal and the instructor tasked with issuing them can be found in this book. Medal of Compassion. Awarded to those who devote themselves to helping others on campus and off. Beatrix, which is I think the nurse. Medal of Valor. Awarded to those who set an example through hard-earned combat experience. Instructor Makarov. Min's uncle. Medal of Heroism. Awarded only to those who have received all 3 of the aforementioned medals and demonstrate outstanding ability in all aspects of life in the Academy. Awarded by Principal Van Dyke. We're gonna go for all those medals, aren't we? Yeah. If we get maximum AP, I'm sure we'll get all these medals at the end of the game. I'm sure of it. And if not, we'll make them give it to us. Once again, Instructor Valestine, it appears you need me to put the pieces together for you. Class 7 consists of students from distinguished families and those of noteworthy grades and capabilities. Now think of it for a moment. Should their grades drop after entering the Academy? Who would be to blame? Yeah, I get it. Any more harping and you could join the orchestra. Oh, you get it, do you? How many times have I heard that from you now? Keep it up and the only thing you'll get is fired. Remember, Class 7, your actions have an impact on the public perception of the Academy at large. Let us not forget that your class snatched up some students who were meant to join mine. Ah, so here it is. He's not saying that Principal Sarah is doing a bad job, he is jealous that we got Laura and Juices. Definitely. How does his rant always manage to be so drawn out? In an absolutely shocking turn of events, Min lost the key to the computer room after she'd finished cleaning it. Naturally, the Vice Principal gave her the scolding of a lifetime. Of course, right after that, he had some less than flattering words for me too. Yeah, probably that he set a bad example for his niece. I get why he's mad. They've done everything they can to deck the plate out with the highest end technology possible. But no degree of technological superiority can keep you safe from one of the world's most powerful klutzes. That is true. No matter how powerful something is, if you have a high level klutz, you have no chance whatsoever. Is something wrong, Schwarzer? Do you have a question pertaining to class? Make sure to visit me once if you don't understand anything I've covered. As you know, I won't always be present at the Academy, so take the opportunity while you can. Yes, Instructor. Instructor Neidhart really just as much a soldier as he is a teacher. I see that Instructor Velestein hasn't changed a bit, which is rather irritating. It seems she's forgotten that instructors should lead their students by example. Let's be honest, there are a few things she does that I would like to join as an example, definitely. Her drinking and lazying about on a free day. Oh, I just fell down the stairs. Maybe I really shouldn't be rushing around everywhere. Well, if you are falling downstairs, that would be a good advice. Oh, I'm sure you're well aware that it's not safe to rush down the stairs like that. What's more, I would really appreciate it if you didn't run in the halls. As you can see, we don't just make the Academy rules for our health, we make them for yours. Now I'm going to put my hands on the area in question. It may hurt a little, but I will try to be quick. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna straighten her spine a little bit after falling down the stairs. Oh god, the creeper is busy again. It seems as though Instructor Neidhart will be returning to the army again the day after tomorrow. How taxing it must be for an instructor to be constantly on the move. It's rather impressive that he can carry out all of his tasks with the composure he does. Instructor Neidhart manages to balance his teachings with his military work. He's quite the impressive instructor. Oh, having scouted all of the potential first-year candidates, I believe it's time to move on to the second years. Will my search for a dashing husband ever bear fruit? When you're husband hunting, the most important thing to consider is their prospects. No matter what class he is, if he's got the future ahead of him, I'll take him. And she'll take him good. Oh, it's a brother and sister. Oh, she even has the gall to call herself Alyssa R. Who does she think she is? Or could she be hiding something? To make matters worse, she's a natural at lacrosse. She's only a beginner and yet she already is on par with me. Me! Huh, I simply cannot stand her. I see. How truly fascinating. Fair Sister Sublime, how would you feel about introducing me to her? It would be a pleasure to lay my eyes upon this commoner of golden radiance. Vincent, now is not the time to think of flirting with the enemy. Are you even listening to me, Vincent? How many times must I tell you that I simply cannot stand her? Well, Vincent just sees a potential target. My beloved sister burns with such determination that even the noblest ladies pose no challenge in her battle of words. Yet, this lovely Alyssa can do what they cannot. How fascinating. Lady Ferris and Master Vincent were raised under the same roof and taught the same values. Despite this, the way that those two see the world could not be any more different. Alright, I think that's it. As usual, let's get out through the courtyard. I hope you will have a long think about my proposition, Schwarzer. Why would you associate yourself with someone like Justice Alberea? He's the sort of person who turns down fellow nobles without so much as a thought to the consequences. I think you might be reading too much into my relationship with Justice. We're classmates, not allied factions in some sort of social war. You're all the same. Well, technically, on this point, yeah. Please do not be upset, Patrick. What you need is a proper pamper in the saloon. You should join me. Please don't be so upset. How crass of you to reject Patrick's invitation. You will regret this. Nah, I don't think so. I think we'll be more than fine. Oh, the gardening club is nice and relaxing. I like it. Even better, Adol's got a dynamite body. I wouldn't mind getting a handful of that. Oh. Vivi, I know one other person who would be very happy to meet you, I'm sure. She's all dressed in leather. I won't say any more for now, because I want to make sure that if this does happen in the future, we've already seen it right now, coming to a pass. Now to think up of a new prank. Maybe this next one should involve Edel. Oh, Kenneth has been coming by quite frequently lately. He said that there are plenty of fish in that pond, so it's a nice fishing spot. Things are really getting lively around here. It's nice to see the club growing. Kenneth has been coming by quite frequently lately. As they say, the more the merrier. Yes, and we're talking about fish in that regard. Yay, the fish have returned. Same fish or new fish? Ooh, still a fish. It's crab.
What even is this?
Technically crayfish.
Caught one.
Ooh, an actual gray crab. Don't know if we put this one up here. But keep them coming. We need all the points we can get. And having learned that of last time, there's only one batch of fish every season, every month. So we should definitely get it.
What even is this?
5 points, that's what it is. I wonder if we're gonna get an indication if we have enough points to level up, or if we need to talk to Kenneth so he can tell us we've gotten better. Because I wouldn't mind getting a better rod. Or maybe a better rod will mean better fish.
What even is this?
Very big fish. And the last one.
Caught one.
Yeah. Good, and I won't use the ground bait just yet. Alright, let's get to the gymnasium and the field first. Oh, there's nobody here practicing. That's peculiar. Could be normal though. I don't think we've been here in the evening yet. Because usually in the evening the door is closed, so there has to be at least someone in here, right? Still not allowed to go in. I'm from the countryside. The only reason I'm at Thors at all is because I got a scholarship. After my dad died, my mom had to work really hard to raise me and my younger brother and sister right. When I got that scholarship, I decided I was gonna make the most of my time here so I could pay her back someday. My mom raised me and my siblings all by herself. I'm gonna make the most of my time here so I can repay her for everything she's done for me. Oh, I figured growing up on the beaches of Lamar would give me a leg up on the other club members, but I was wrong. First we've got Klein, who's got just a great swimmer, but a great guy all around. Then there's Laura, who's nothing short of amazing. I'll need to put in some hours if I don't want them to totally show me up. Oh, I've been getting more and more used to swimming over the past few weeks. I didn't know it was going to be so hard to swim a full 50 arcs though. My current goal is to swim 50 arcs without stopping. I have no idea how long it will take me to do that though. Well, Klein appointed me as Monica's swimming coach. This is a first for me, so I'm not entirely certain how to best approach it. The only thing I know is that I have to at least try. Klein's counting on me to help Monica learn how to swim, and swim she shall. She seems to at least feel comfortable in the water now, so I have to think about what steps to take next. Well, it's going to be a valuable experience nonetheless, because learning how to teach somebody something new to somebody, it can be really hard, but once you get the knack of it, you can teach others as well, which is very good. Nobody up here? Alright. I wonder if you'll be able to swim at night, if you had the keys to Gymnasium. Some more non-burnable trash found its way into the burnable bins. Good grief. I wish those upper class students would figure out how to sort out their trash properly. Seems like more than a few of the nobles here were spoiled growing up. You'd think they'd never throw out their own garbage before. I wish they'd learn to sort it properly. Yeah, I think that's the thing with nobles. They never had to lift a finger in their entire life, I'm sure of it. This is a fine horse. It's built and musculature suggests it's a thoroughbred race to race. Hey Juices, I see you joined the riding club. So I did. It seems a fitting choice given my experience taking care of horses at home. And it should serve as a decent way to pass the time after class. I'll bet they really love his whining personality. Oh, winning personality. This is not a Freudian slip. I actually read it wrong. That Juices Alvarea isn't exactly the friendliest guy in Zemuria, is he? I offered him a handshake, and he brushed me off like I didn't exist. See, this is why I can't stand most of the snooty upper-class students. Juices Alvarea could stand to learn a thing or two from Lambert. This is why I'm not fond of the upper-class students. We've been blessed with many new recruits this year. Let us depart, Whitecomb. Today we ride for our new friends. It pleases me that we've been blessed with so many new recruits this year. Now it's my responsibility to show them the joys of riding. Yes, you go do that. Alright, so we still have the Old Schoolhouse, the engineering building, the student union, and the library. That's a lot. I will probably trigger the event to go to Thors in the next episode. Since the episode is already a bit longer than I normally like. Ooh, I think I see someone there. He is sleeping. That doesn't even look particularly comfortable. Emma said she was going to meet with Fee, right? So I guess I should wake her up, but... Oh, hi Rean. Hey, I was just passing by here when I saw you sleeping on a bench. I seem to recall you were supposed to be meeting up with Emma, weren't you? Oh, I suppose so. Okay, later. Wait a second, one more thing. I'm not sure falling asleep at odd spots around camp like this is such a good idea. If you really have to sleep during the day, I think you should at least use one of the infirmary beds. I do, sometimes. Beatrix gives me sweets if she's there. Oh, the nurse. She does seem like a really kind person. But that's beside the point. You're a girl, you know. You need to be more... Never mind that. Can you sense it? Huh? Sense what? This building. It changed again. A lot. What? Later. It's changed? It's pretty late. I'll save checking that claim until tomorrow. But wait. Does that mean Fee's been investigating the Old Schoolhouse on her own? Hey, we got some extra points towards Emma because we helped Fee remember their appointment. And for Fee as well. Good. Ah, never a bad thing to get some extra points. Alright, no extra scene for interacting with it. There was a beautiful shot though, so down low from behind Rean up to the old school building. Perfect. You can expect a big bump to the bike's horsepower after the tune-up, but just remember, that means it's going to be a lot harder to handle. Oh, don't worry, I'll like taming the rebellious ones. Anyway, hurry up and get her ready, the road's calling my name. Things seems busy around here. Oh, hey Rean, you done for today? If you have any burning orbit questions, all you gotta do is ask. I might... Ooh, we got a new one! Prevent abnormal statuses or stats down. Ooh, a ribbon. Might be nice. I do in the end want to have all master quartz and level them up to the max. It's gonna be a tall order, I know, but you gotta have some thing to aim for, you know what I mean? Okay, so everything we got at the other one is here. I can't see quickly if there's any more. I think it's roughly the same, isn't it? No stars. I think stars we can only get from chest, isn't it? Oh wow, that only took half my lifespan. At least I can finally ride like the wind again. No double text until we know her real name. Well, we already know a very important trait of hers. That is that she will hunt everything. Which has 2 legs. Ooh, there's a lot of people here. You know what? I'm gonna leave the episode here. Next time we're gonna finish off the Academy grounds with the Student Union and the library. Afterwards we'll go meet up with Gaius and Elliot to go to Kirsch in Trista and having a nice dinner and see if we can find a way to connect once again with Machias so he can forgive us for lying to him. And maybe after that we can work on his nobility issues. But yeah, that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we see what's on the menu at Kirsch Inn. Bye bye.